Hi. Hello on a magical Monday. How are you guys doing? So here we are back at your daily dose of dirt for the week, starting out on a Monday. I am the blonde wise woman, the blondie witch, the witch next door, the witch that doesn't live in Salem. And I say witch like a good thing. It's a wise woman. So not that I am wise and know it all. I am searching all the time and learning every single day, just like today. So, okay. So how's your guys' weekend? Talk to me. Tell me about it. So we had Saturday was Saturday morning, first quarter moon of this lunation. This Saturday is full moon approaching. So yeah. So did you guys have a great weekend? My sexy homesteader and I did. We spent most of the weekend just here at the homestead, harvesting vegetables. That keeps us busy and enjoying some time here in our game room. Yes, we had many battles to fight, brutal battles. So let me talk to you about it a little bit if you're interested. The lighting's not really good in here, but I wanted to do the video in the game room today because maybe it will fit into the story with today's dirt. Today's dirt was kind of strong and heavy. It was heavy dirt. I had a hard time lifting it myself. But I got up this morning, of course, journaled, went on my run. Moon today is still spending pretty much the majority of the day in Scorpio. It will move out of Scorpio and into Sagittarius later this evening or late afternoon. But the majority of the day will be spent in Scorpio, the deep waters of Scorpio. I did wake up a little tired this morning, though, for a Monday. Yeah. Would it surprise you? I did. It's true. But I've got some stories to tell. And so, this morning when I journaled about the Daily Dose of Dirt and published it on medium.com, and you can always read it there. Just follow the Craft and Crone and read it instead of listening to me tell it, to be the chronicler, the storyteller. But so, yeah, a part of that was, grab another cup of coffee or your favorite brew, pull up a chair and humor me for a spell in time. Well, please still humor me for just a spell in time. It's just the afternoon now. So I don't know if it's happy hour for you or if you have your afternoon iced coffee or whatever. Still, come on, roll up that chair, sit down for just a spell. I'll make it quick. Because today I'm still a little tired, and it's not really physical tiredness. I would go as far today to admit that I am experiencing a touch of discouragement, timidity, and fear. But, that's fairly commonplace. When you've been spending a weekend in your game room fighting orcs, goblins, bog frogs, the sightless eye. Yeah. So, my sexy homesteader and I, we conquered quite a few of our scenarios just by the skin of our teeth. We love, I'll name a few. Raise your hand if you have heard of these games before and you like them too. Too Many Bones, Lord of the Rings, Gloomhaven, The Dead of Winter, This War of Mine. Let me name a few others. Eldritch Horror Games, The Tainted Grail, The Seventh Continent. Anybody? Gloomhaven and Too Many Bones are probably my top two favorite right now. But yeah, so we enjoy this. It's just something, it relaxes us, and it's something we enjoy together, amongst other things of being in the woods, at the cabin, and being self-sufficient. My sexy homesteader, I call him my sexy homesteader because he is a passionate backyard homesteader, and I'm so grateful. But back to the daily dose of dirt. Yeah, I'm that passionate fantasy game chick that a lot of people don't know about. They don't know that side of the story of me, but you don't know some of the other sides. I am a multifaceted individual, as you all are. Each one of us is colored and crafted in a unique and one of a kind, divine, perfect way. That's pretty powerful stuff there. Okay, so, but this weekend, if you are a fantasy game chick like me, the last thing that you want to hear, or that I want to hear because of my personality and temperance, is you have failed. What? Remove your character's token from the board. Are you fudging kidding me? No, I will not. I have fought hard. I have searched this journey and all of these depths and sewers and dark spaces to find these scepters and return it to the mirrored lake. And you're going to take me out now? No. Yeah. So I wasn't happy, and all of a sudden something hidden, something dark, something unstoppable began to stir within me. Oh my. Have I wrangled your curiosity? You want to hear just a little more? Okay, if so, travel back with me. Let's get in my... we're in the time. Yeah, whatever. Travel back 15 years. Back in time and meet the vampire of 5 Farms. She still lives here. Her name is Shannon. Indeed. I'll make it quick. I know you got things to do this afternoon. And there are some cosmic signposts that are vying for our attention that I will share. But yeah, once upon a time, I love that. Once upon a time, there was a diehard triathlete named Shannon. Now, there might be a few folks out there that still remember this triathlete. My girl Cider, she just barked. She doesn't remember her. She's not that old. But yeah, this diehard triathlete, she thrived by consuming any life force in front of her. Yeah. On your left, and if you're a triathlete or a cyclist, on your left, you will know, this will resonate with you. On your left, that was her first and her only warning. And it was over for you. Her life's purpose was driven by the glory of a podium finish. She trained as if her life depended on it. And in her mind, it did. Failing was just not an option. Failing wasn't an option. It was her self-worth. It's the only thing she thought in her mind she was good at. She didn't have a lot of friends to begin with. She's kind of quirky and awkward. So that's what she poured all of her energy into, to make herself feel like she was enough. Because she was nothing in her mind without a medal, without a first place ribbon, without that recognition. So in order to achieve that, She ripped out her heart. Didn't need to feel anymore. No use. Transformed her body into nothing more than just a well-oiled machine. That's all it was good for. And focused her eyes on the finish line. Swimming, biking, running, all three disciplines at one time, whether it was a sprint triathlon or a half Ironman triathlon or a full triathlon. There were no rules. The only rule was in the swim. Don't drown. Okay. The finish line was her focus, the time, getting there in front of everyone else. She dared anyone to linger between her, the clock, and the finish line. There would be no survivors until that one unexpected moment. When there was no one to consume in front and no one in the rear to challenge, alone, tired, scarred, broken, tattooed with road rash from here to here. That was the moment when the vampire found her heart at the crossroads, and it was miraculously still beating. Her purpose-driven life transformed that day into a life song to share instead of devouring everything. I'd lost sight of why I enjoyed doing the triathlon. It became about my self-worth. I lost a lot of friends. I pushed them aside. I found myself alone. I didn't want to be alone. The joy wasn't there. So the vampire's still here. But she doesn't control me anymore. But the vampire within me did vibrate and flash her fangs in this game room this weekend. I felt her fear. I felt the insecurity, her angst beginning to boil. Remove your character token from the board. You have failed. She doesn't like that. I don't want to fail. I've worked hard to finish the scenario alongside my sexy homesteader's character token. And yeah, he was able to complete it without me. And the heroes still prevailed, and we are going to continue the journey. But I let that self-doubt creep in. Tears began to swell. I reached for the knife. Not at my husband, no, for me to cut out my heart again. Because I was fixing to spill a lot of blood on goblins and orcs. Nobody tells this vampire to remove her character token from the board. And that's when Trevor whispered, "It's just a game, Shannon. It's just a game. Don't let a few monsters steal your heart and dash your joy." This was a difficult scenario, and really it was. It was a difficult scenario. And he said, "You did good. I'm proud of you." Indeed, I did do good. I am good at strategizing. Moreover, when Mercury forms its square to Chiron, which it's already done this morning, invoking strained communications, anxiety, and sensitivity, I am still holding on to those words, those wise words of my husband, Trevor, by Sexy Homesteader. It's just a game. It's just a signpost. It's just a signpost, folks. So let's seek ways to navigate through this rough terrain, through your days, without ripping your heart out, without depleting your vessel or consuming someone else's. It's don't let it dash your joy. It's Monday. And after a brutal battle in the game room this weekend, I agree that today is a good day to just take a mental breather. Take a mental breather and dive deep within your vessel. I'm going to dive deep within my vessel. And instead of drawing a tarot card today, I decided to draw an archetype card. I hadn't really worked with this deck in a couple of weeks. And I thought, you know what? It's time. I'm missing the archetypes. And it didn't disappoint. It did not disappoint. You'll see why. It was the heart. The heart. This is a card from the places section of my archetype card deck. It's not a tarot card, but it's an archetype card. And it is my reminder to spend some time tending the most sacred place in this galaxy. My heart. My heart. The heart is our home. The heart is our center. It's our life force. It's our lifeline to the divine. And either you've ripped it out, you've sewn it shut, you lost the key, you might not even recognize it anymore. But guess what? It's still there. It still beats just like that one beating that was mine on the crossroads. That said, hey, tend your wounds, pick yourself up, fill your vessel till it overflows. Your heart beats for your return. Don't find yourself like me sometimes, the vampire Shannon. Don't find yourself alone, tired, burnt out, and broken. I'm fine. I'm good. These are just reminders when these demons and monsters and vampires that are within me, when they want to come to the surface and take control and cause me to lose the joy of living and to lose sight of just the simple things. Today is just that day to say it's just a game. Don't let a few monsters steal your heart and dash your joy. It's not worth it. Go to your heart. Spend some time there today. Just take a mental breather. Love on yourself. I think I talked about this a lot last week. Let's talk about it some more this week. How about it? We're approaching, like I said, the full moon. I know that you've got a lot of things that you've started at the new moon that you're like, oh my goodness, it's halfway. We're halfway there. Don't put that kind of pressure on yourself. You'll get there. Don't devour everything and everyone or whatever it is in front of you to get to that finish line. It's not a race. It's not a race. I will see you tomorrow on Thrilling Tuesday. It's also Thrilling Tuesday Tarot Day for patrons. So Lisa, Lorraine, and Jonathan. I have beautiful friends, a couple named Lisa and Larry. So every time I say Lisa, Larry wants to come out too behind it. So take that as a compliment because they are amazing people. But yes, I will have tarot reading for patrons tomorrow afternoon that I will post on the Craft and Chrome Crossroads. It's a private group on Facebook. If you'd like to join, please join patreon.com, follow the Craft and Chrome, sign up, join the journey. Let's connect. And I'll see you here tomorrow. And until then, be good. Be good to yourself. Enjoy it. I love you all. Bye.